EA Sports. It's in the game.
What's good, YouTube? Fizzleman1 signing in like always. Fizz and Friends Gaming with another Madden News Day. For you guys. And we here. We're finally up to date with the real NFL week, which is, as you see in the top left corner, week 11. We are here in week 11 as we're currently in week 11, but we're here on a Saturday of a week 11 as the next footage will be game day, and that should be coming out the next day after this video, or the same day after this video. It doesn't matter. It's coming right after our next game, which, as you can see our schedule right now, as you know, anytime you feel me, you see me, we will always be on our team. Anytime you hear us talk about Madden News Day, it will always be our team. Ronnie, she's on the Dolphins. If you peep our standings, they 1-7-1. She would never be a Madden News Day commentator just because I'm the one who's taking charge here. So, like that being said, there's a lot of things going down. A few things I could also add to this little topic right now is that we're going to cover injuries, news, stats, transactions, standings, and schedules. Right now we're going to see games coming up in the week, and we're also going to see where the rankings are and all of that, right? But in addition, what I'm trying to say is that y'all didn't see us in a long time. Last episode was just a game episode with the Dolphins and just going at it. That was like our comeback episode, and now we're here up to date. In the mix of all that time, I could tell you the timeline from week 2 after that was I was there for like week 3 to I was there for week 2. No, I was there for week 1 as a 4th receiver, week 2 5th receiver, all the way to week 7. Did I play that week 7 game against the Dolphins? I don't think I played that week 7 game against the Dolphins. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't think I did though. But yeah, that's what it is. Though that's where I was for the whole time. And I was on kick return, punt return from week 2. And right now, we're moving on from week 7. For Ronnie, week 2, week 1, she was there in the game. She was actually Now, she wasn't starting. She was second string running back. And then week 3, there was some changes happen. And then from that point on, from week 3 to week 7, she wasn't there. All the way to week 7, all the way to week 6, she was there, but she wasn't. She was benched. From week 7, she was not there when we played her. Like, if you don't know, I had a little miscommunication. I didn't see her all that day when we played that game. In real essence, she didn't play the game. But like I'm saying, since I was playing the game, I can't watch her games, and if anybody get hurt and come in for her. So she wasn't there. And since she wasn't there for that game. She wasn't there. We had a bye week 9. We had a bye week 8, and week 10 and week 9 and week 10. She wasn't there either at those games. And for me on week 9 and week 10, it was one game I came in for fourth receiver. The game week 9, I didn't. I think we played the Colts week 9. I don't think I was on the field as a receiver. I was just on kick, punt, return, and I was just on punt return. I think week 9 or week 10. It don't matter. That's how I was. Now we come to week 11. Where we at right now with our team. I can also tell you in that week 10 matchup against the Bills, as they Bills are 5-4 in our division, a division rival. I scored 2 touchdowns in that game. That was my first 2 touchdowns of the season with the New York Jets, the Bills, and like I said with Ronnie, she haven't been impactful for the Dolphins because she, in real life, haven't been here to play the game, and also, you feel me, she now have to work her way up. So if she do come back, she will have to work her way up. So these are the things we were just trying to go over real quick. We had a lot of change ups and a lot around the league. I don't know if I'm gonna cover the transactions, you feel me, but I'll probably give you a glimpse. And like that, let's get into it. Injury reports starting off the day. Like we always do. As you can see, the Bears starting running back, I believe so. I mean, remember this is a Madden 19 edition. You feel me? So since this is a Madden 19 edition on Madden 18, you feel me? I think this is they starting running back. He got hurt, so as they backup is in. He came back, and he coming back in a week from now. And then we going on from there. You see the Bengals, you see the Bills, you see the Broncos, Browns, and yeah, that Case Keenum injury. Can't wait for him to come back, cause the Broncos have a tough looking for a quarterback. So hopefully they team get a turnaround and we see magical stuff happen when Case Keenum come back. Browns, nothing. Buccaneers, nothing. Cardinals, Chargers, Chiefs, Colts, Cowboys, everybody clean. Dolphins, he's coming back from a week. Jakeem Grant, that's dope. Eagles, Falcons, 49ers, Ruben Foster, he's coming back in a week from now. This happened, I believe, last week. Like I was trying to catch up, so this is how it was. When I did that week 7 game, I think that was the only game. No, that week 7 game, I think I did it. I didn't do it normally how I'm gonna do it, because I'm gonna tell you how I do it real quick. So that game, I just did the primetime games. You feel me? I just played my game week 7. Week 8 we had a bye. Week 9 I only played my game, because like I said, Ronnie wasn't there and I ain't trying to sit there and watch her game, so that was taking up time. So I only played my game week 9. Week 10 we only played primetime games, and then we had a game. Oh yeah, we had a Thursday night game that week, so we was early, and I had a good feeling because I scored 2 TDs, so it was kind of cool. So like I said, we only played primetime games. I didn't see this game, but this is sad for them. I don't think he will ever get injured in real life, but I can't wait for him to come back. Hopefully he come back and the Giants are in the playoffs, because that would be sucky to see. Saquon Barkley out. Miles Jack, we clean. Lions, Packers, Panthers, Butler, Patriots, Raiders, Rams, Ravens. I think I saw this just happened recently. Alex Okafor, CJ Procise, Titans coming back in 3 weeks. They starting running back. That happened early in the season. Hope he come back and he come back strong, because that's not a good ACL tear. Not a good thing. And the Vikings, and that's it. So, as we could read, defending home turf, the Giants won at home against the Bears, minus Saquon Barkley injury. Seahawks lost on the road 17-10 to the Buccaneers. Then we had the Ravens very clearly wanted to win on the road in Miami, and they did so. And the Cowboys are at home, but they could not get the win as they fall to a good Titans team. Redskins fall to the Eagles in a big loss. Jets, we came out with a win on Thursday night, and the Broncos came away with a home win over the Arizona Cardinals. Keep on going. We have NFC Defensive Player of the Week, Vic Beasley, out there. And we have Kiko Alonso for the AFC. And as we go further, Marcus Mariota for the AFC. Drew Brees is the man for the NFC. Los Angeles Rams and Green Bay Packers went at it. And that keeps on going to where Saquon Barkley suffers dislocated ankle and will be out for several weeks. That's not a good thing. I hope he come back before the Giants are at the playoffs, because I want them to make it to the playoffs. That'll be a good look for them boys. And you know who I gotta use for Saquon Barkley. I feel like he was the biggest star coming into the league. So, I put who they created. I forgot the guy name though, but y'all know him. And then you see the Broncos and the Cardinals went at it. Eagles and Redskins went at it. Eagles won. And then the Saints and Panthers went at it. Divisional rivals. The Saints came out on top at home. Ravens sacked that boy Brock Osweiler for the Dolphins, as Brock Osweiler coming in for Ryan Tannehill. But Ryan Tannehill, he's not hurt like in real life. Ryan Tannehill just made the Dolphins garbage. They went 0-6. It was something wrong with the Dolphins. They went 0-6. They got their first W with Brock. Brock came in for 2 more games, I think, or 1 more game. He came in for 2 more games, and they came out in the L, but still the same way. Like I said, is 1 out of 2 better than who? Ryan Tannehill right now. So, and Bengals and Browns, they had a powerful rivalry as the Bengals came out in their first game W, and then the Bengals won it in their second game W. So the Bengals took this one over the Browns. Giants talked about that. Lee and the Chargers, I think that was Monday night. Marcus Lee, he scored a closing, what you call it, the ending of the game touchdown to put it away. Marquise Lee is a big time receiver for the Jaguars. Rams, Packers, they went at it. We go any further more, we see that the staff Vikings and Lions, a divisional team. We keep on going anymore. The hometown fans were sweating bullets by the end of it. Like I said, a big game to put it away. Jaguars and the Chargers. Keep going further and further and further to where we see the Colts and the Texans went at it, another rivalry matchup. And as we go any further more, and the Raiders don't have to worry about backlash from the fans on the radio this week, as we're here Saturday. Thursday night football was the Raiders and the Broncos, another divisional game, or you say divisional rival. And the Raiders came out on top. Big game for them. As we go into week at a glance this week in the NFL, the Giants and the Eagles going at it. This right here is a primetime game. It will be recognized. And I feel like it's a real dope game. Really. And we go any further, we got the Browns and the Buccaneers going at it. The Cardinals, they questioning the offense. But hopefully the Cardinals, without Larry Fitzgerald in this game and this season, as he retired, a lot of people retired that is still playing to this day in real life. Like for the Dolphins, Frank Gore. I feel like if the Dolphins had Frank Gore as their starting running back, they would have been better. Ronnie Ray would have had to really took a seat back, because Ronnie could come up and be something, but she really would have to take a seat back. And the Ravens and the Jaguars go at it, as the Ravens offense would need a balance to contend with the Jaguars defense. Go any further, Lions and the Rams, Cowboys and the Panthers, Titans and the Texans. The Seahawks need to score some points. Chiefs ranked with the number 5 defense against the Bengals. It seems like the Bengals, they saying the Bengals are not going to win that one. And then Sunday Night Football, we got Dolphins and Patriots going down in the lights. And we have the Saints and the 49ers, which is a big game because if y'all don't know, we're in week 11, and y'all notice that the Saints, they got Dez Bryant, right? That's who they added on, but in real life, they added on some of these players to their team because of injuries. There ain't no injuries. So, I'm going to keep it real with you. Dez Bryant got hurt because, he was free, but he was with the Cowboys as they were Super Bowl champs. I traded him to them, you feel me? And then that's where, right now, recently, they got Brandon Marshall on their team. Saints, this is a game I will want to watch, but I don't know if I'm going to watch because I think it's a local game. You feel me? Not no prime time not no TV, national TV thing. You know what I mean? And we go any further, the Redskins gonna close out the week Monday night, and the Vikings and Bills, they saying that's looking to be as one of the top NFL defense, prepared for one of the most prolific offense in the league. There's a lot of things going down this week, you feel me? But let's get into some. As we here in week 11, we got the top leaders, the leaders of the NFL, and these are their stats. When it comes to football, we like to talk about yards. Always yards that they gain. Not you know what I mean? Not the yards they lose. We don't care about the yards they lose. We care about the yards they gain. So like that, you see who's there. We got Drew Brees, topping the list. You feel me? Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Blake Bortles, Kirk Cousins, and Derek Carr closing out that list. And then you see Jameis Winston, Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold. That's us. That's our quarterback. And Deshaun Watson closing out in the hunt as being the top leaders in yards. And then you see everybody else below them. And then we go further on. I always thought about completions as a thing, and it is a thing. We don't care about the attempts. It's how many completions do you complete? Because look, Tom Brady made less attempts than Drew Brees. You feel me? But he's number 2. And matter of fact, let me say it like this: Tom Brady made less attempts than Sam Darnold, but he's number 2, so it don't matter about the attempts. These are the top players for completions this year, and we have Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Sam Darnold, our man, Derek Carr, Matt Ryan, Blake Bortles, Aaron Rodgers, all in the tops list. And then we have Ben Roethlisberger, Dak Prescott, Phillip Rivers, and Jameis Winston in the hunt for that. And you see everybody else that's below them. Who's scoring the top touchdowns of the league right now goes out to Tom Brady with 26, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Marcus Mariota, Patrick Mahomes, Phillip Rivers, and Mitchell Trubisky, all there, and then at the top list. In the hunt, we have Blake Bortles, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, and Jameson Winston. And then you see who's there. And Davis Webb, as you see Davis Webb, he is a man coming in for Eli Manning. If y'all don't know, Eli Manning has retired in this season. If he retires this season in real life, it will be great. Hopefully, Davis Webb. I know in real life he's not even on the team, but you know what I mean? Who throwing interceptions now? The big man, Ryan Tannehill. Like I said, bro, I had to get rid of him. I didn't get rid of him, but I had to put in somebody else. That's not a good look. Patrick Mahomes doing the worst too, but he's putting up what? TDs. Andrew Luck, Aaron Rodgers, they all there. These are the worst quarterbacks right now when it comes to interception. Deshaun Watson, Sam Darnold, and Russell Wilson are the top worst quarterbacks when it comes to interceptions. Guap, Flacco, Josh Allen, and Josh Rosen are there in the worst quarterback hunt, with Matt Ryan, Ben, and Matt Stafford all there for that. We got completions, not worrying about. It was something else. Yards per game, top. You see them. I don't have to go show you who's in the hunt, because these are the top players for the yards per game. You know what I mean? Who put up the numbers per game? Every game, these are their numbers. And then we go further and more. We go on the longest. You see the top players with the longest. And then we go with the sacks. Who getting sacked the most? Ooh, our quarterback getting destroyed. We can't do that. That's not cool. That's not cool. Our man's getting destroyed. And you see who are there for them in that top list. Now we're going on the rushing. You see Le'Veon Bell there for the yards. Top man, only man in week 11 with 1,000 yards. LaShawn McCoy looking to get there. Jay Ajayi, all there in the 900. Marshawn Lynch is behind them at the top 4. Dion Lewis coming in for the injured Derrick Henry. Leonard Fournette is there. Ezekiel Elliott is there. LeGarrette Blount, Melvin Gordon, Jamal Williams, and Saquon Barkley all in the hunt. And then you see who's all there below them. But the season's not over yet. This is just to keep us up to date, to see what's going on in the league. And I didn't mean to do that, but the attempts of carries doesn't mean nothing to me, and I believe to any running back, because you could get the ball, but you don't get no yards. So we go to yards per carry, and that didn't make sense. So we're gonna go to the rushing touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell, Leonard Fournette, and Dion Lewis all with double digits. Doug Martin, Ty Montgomery, and Giovanni Bernard all there in the top list. Devontae Booker, LaShawn McCoy, Theo Riddick, and Ezekiel Elliott in the hunt. And then you see who's there below them. In average yards per game, you see the top running backs. I should have did this doing the yard numbers. You feel me? Top running backs there. You can see their name. We go any further. Sad running backs right now. Or quarterbacks. You feel me? These are the worst rushing fumbles of the season. And that's what you see there. You see it. Broken tackles. Who hitting the broken tackles the most? You see them. Yards after contact. Who's doing that? You see them. And the longest run. Bang. The top running backs with the biggest runs is there. As we go any further, now we're here as the NFL receivers are in charge right now. And as you see, our tight end have been targeted 65 times below our running back Isaiah Correll, Julio Jones with 61, Keenan Allen there in the top 4, ending it off. Benjamin Watson, Amari Cooper, and Michael Thomas ending the top list with Marquise Lee, Jordan Reed, Des Bryant, and Jimmy Graham as in the hunt. And you see who's all below them for the receptions. And this is pretty much saying who are these quarterbacks' top receivers right now. And then we go any further, this is where more importantly comes the yards. Who's doing the yards? And the only person hitting 1,000 yards so far is Julio Jones. Keenan Allen below him as the second best receiver right now in the league with yards. Marquise Lee is third, and Golden Tate is fourth. Stephon Diggs is fifth. Michael Thomas is sixth, and Jordan Leggett is seventh. Ending off that top list. And yeah, I'll give you a heads up. Our quarterback been targeting him a lot. It's not me throwing it to him. It's our quarterback. Sam Darnold loves this guy. Willie Snead, he's there in the hunt. Devontae Parker, Odell Beckham, and Mike Evans all in the hunt. And then you see who's all there below them. We go any further, we go to average yards per game, and these are the people that's putting up these yards per game. We have Julio Jones and Keenan Allen over 100. Marquise Lee's there. Sammy Coates is there. And Stephon Diggs is there. And Willie Michael. Topping the list in the hunt, we have Golden Tate, Jordan Leggett, Devontae Parker, and Odell Beckham. And then you see who's below them. When it comes to touchdowns, you see who's the top touchdowns receivers. We have Julio, Odell, Julian Edelman, Golden Tate, top 4, Chris Conley, Keenan Allen, Marquise Lee. I believe that's the remaining. I can't remember. Delaney Walker, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, and Sammy Watkins. And with the belowing of who you see there, tied with them. And run after catch, who hitting the run after catch yards? You see Isaiah Correll. He's there. After he caught the ball, he's putting up the biggest numbers, but not too far from him is Golden Tate, Julio Jones, Stephon Diggs, Jordan Reed, Amari Cooper, Cortland Sutton, Mike Evans, Ted Ginn, Laquan Treadwell, and Chris Conley, I believe, is in the hunt. Those 4. And you see who's below those 4 and there. And we go for the longest reception. It goes out to Ted Ginn for the season, 97. I don't think nobody's going to beat him for the year. But Dante McCreef, he's there. Sammy Watkins is there in the 90s. Cameron Murditt, 88. Jared E. Nelson, Golden Tate. And Adam Humphries is there. Doug Baldwin, John Ross, Devin Funches, and Stephon Diggs in the hunt. And you see who's all below them. So as we go any further, we go on defense. Defense is important to me a little bit. If you're a defensive fan, this is important to you. As you see the top people on defense with tackles, and you see the top right there. You feel me? Sean Lee, Deion Jones, Sean Williams, Luke Keeley, Tremaine Edmunds, and Darian Lee. And then you see all in the hunt right there. And then we have solo tackles, which is more important than assists to me, is Zach Brown, Kwan, Monty Theo, Sean Lee. You know, I don't know most of the defense, dog. Keep it real with ya. But I believe that's ending at the top list. And in the hunt, you see who is there. And then we go for tackles for loss. We have who? J.J. Watts with the most. And I believe that's it for the top. And then you see the remaining for them. Quarterback sacks, top quarterback sack defensive player goes to Melvin Gordon and Cameron Jordan, as they tied right now. Von Miller's there, Bud Dupree is there, Arik Armstead, Solomon Thomas, and Nick Perry is all there. And in the hunt, you see who is there. We go any further. Interceptions goes out to Chris Harris Jr. with 7, AJ Boye with 5, Jordan Hicks with 5, LaMarcus Joyner with 5, Reuben Foster with 4, Casey Hayward with 4, and I believe Kevin Johnson ended out the top list with 4. And in the hunt, you see who is there. And then we go to TDs. Any big TDs this year? These are the people with TDs on defense so far in week 11. And I'm probably going too fast, but you could pause and stop. And these are the top people with interceptions in the season so far. And that's pretty dope if you ask me. Forget punting. Kick returns. I'm a little bit on kick returns a little bit, so that's why we're checking it out. We got the most kick returns. There you see. It's all about, this is team effort for the kick returns right here. And if I know the list, I'm right there. But I don't know the list, so Jordan Hardy. Oh, I'm top there for the hunt. Hey, I'm bomb. You feel me? Your boy Jarvis Rose in the kick return list, first list of the season to be recognized. You feel me? And then yards, you see the top. We going more. I think yeah, I'm in the below the hunt. I'm below the hunt. One below the hunt. 423 yards for me, averaging 21 per game. And you see the big people right there, averaging. And the touchdowns, who hitting the touchdowns? Ain't nobody hit but one on the kick return. And these are the people there with 1 TD on kick return. The longest goes out to, you see there, on kick return. I'm just gonna go down to all the touchdowns, cause you know that's pretty much what you trying to say. Everybody who scored a touchdown was the longest kick return. And then we gonna punt, where I'm more predominant at, but in punt return attempts, you see the people there. And then I'm in the hunt at number 2 for the yards. I got 200 something yards. Ooh, number 3, but I'm putting them punt return yards up, dog. You see me? I'm doing my thing, bro. Number 3 in the list. We gotta score a touchdown. That's what I'm trying to do. Score a touchdown, bro. Trying to score a touchdown. And who averaging the numbers? I'm averaging 11. Andre Roberts out there averaging 14. Yo, that's crazy. I'm putting up the numbers though. Them yards going up, and there's only 3 people scored a touchdown. 2 people, and with those 2 people, the longest attempt goes out to Tavon Austin. I'm there with 3rd with 61. Could have scored a touchdown. Remember that game? That was a good return. I thought I was gonna score because I was breaking tackles, dog, at the near the red zone. But the thing was, it was only with team stats, and we ain't gonna go scroll down and show y'all stuff. Nah, we just gonna show y'all the top 6 teams. You feel me? And these are the top 6 teams when it comes to offense and passing Oh wait, in offense, not passing. In total offensive yards. Total yards gained goes out to the Cowboys topping the list, and then you see who's there for the remaining. Passing, we go out to the Saints, Falcons, Patriots, Jaguars, Raiders, and Vikings. Rushing goes out to those top teams: Eagles, Titans, Raiders. And passing TDs goes out to the Patriots, Saints, Falcons, Titans, Chiefs, Chargers. Rushing goes out to the Jags, Raiders, Titans, Broncos, Steelers, Seahawks, as they are top running back teams. And for first downs, you see who's there pulling the first down numbers. We here on defense, you see the total yards allowed. This is, oh, my mistake. This is the least amount. You feel me? The least amount of teams. It's not about the most, it's about the least. So as you can see, the most is the Bengals, the least is the Steelers. Near us is second, Bills, Chiefs, Rams, Titans there. As most of our games are close games, and passing yards allowed goes out to, just to show y'all, Steelers, Bills, Jets, Rams, Panthers, Eagles. So our defense is pretty good when it comes to passing. Top team. We played a Bills team that was good too. So it's tough. It really is tough, but we came away with a victory. And that's great. That's great for me. And I scored 2 touchdowns. That's pretty dope. And the rushing yards allowed, the least amount of teams, as you see. And I think this is why we beat them. I think we stopped their running game on 100. Because if they rely on LaShawn McCoy, so I think if we didn't stop them, they would have burst through that hole. And points allowed goes out to the least amount, top teams. Yeah, you see them. And sacks, quarterback sacks. Okay, so this is opposite now. This is the worst amount of teams that sack quarterbacks. Right here. This is the most amount of teams that sack quarterbacks. So these 6 teams are top teams that sack quarterbacks, and y'all should be terrified of when y'all play against them. And fumble recoveries goes out to the Titans, as they there. You feel me? With 15, getting mad fumbles throughout the year. That's crazy. And you see the remaining teams with them. And then the interceptions goes out to the Rams and the remaining teams of that. And like that, we don't care about no conversions, third down, red zone is important. I'll say red zone is important. Who got the most attempts at the red zone? You see the top teams with the most attempts at the red zone right there. TDs, top TD teams in the red zone. So you better not, and the top teams in field goals in the red zone. And we're topping that, and that's awesome. Red zone points percentage goes out to the Cowboys, as they always, anytime they get to the red zone, they gonna score. Same for the Jets, Cardinals, Colts, Seahawks, and Bills. Red zone defense trips, the least amount of teams that go, I believe, doing major stops to the opposite teams, right? Yeah, this is the most team that get dropped to the red zone and the least amount. The most, I believe, and the least. Touchdowns allowed, the least amount of teams. You see them? Yeah, we don't allow touchdowns, bro. We only allowed 15 of the year, bro. That's crazy. Touchdowns allowed the most is the Jaguars. And field goals allowed, the least amount is the Giants. They don't allow field goals. They only allowed it twice this year. That is crazy. and you see the remaining teams there, and then the top teams that are allowed, the Dolphins. These teams are pretty much, you could say, these two top teams, you could pretty much say the reason why they losing. You feel me? You can see why they losing. And I don't think this really matter because I don't know what that mean. I guess. I don't know, bro. I can't help with that. And that would be it for teams. So, as this is a special Madden News Day, you know what I mean? We're going further on, continuing this with the top players of the weeks. I will not slowly, but surely enough, you will see the weeks coming in from week 1. I remember all of these players right here from week 1 coming in the top news. Week 2. I think this is where y'all should be up to date, realizing where we at. No, y'all didn't see this one. I don't think y'all saw this one. But you see everybody there and the numbers they putting up. You see everybody there with the numbers they putting up. And you see everybody there with the numbers they putting up. And you see everybody there with the numbers they putting up. And you see everybody there with the numbers they putting up. And so on. And so on. And so on. And that's it. You feel me? Alright. So as of now, we're going over transactions. But transaction from week 3 to week now is making this video super long. So that's canceled. I would do is week 11 transactions next week to wherever week 12 we're at. Wherever we're recording from whatever we did week 12. From that point when we start recording. But let's get into the standings, bro. Because I'm finally up to date. So it really feels meaningful now to see where the teams are heading. So as we going in the whole league right now, the two top teams still undefeated is the Falcons and the Titans. Those are the two top teams still undefeated in the league right now. Going any further, we have the Eagles, Steelers, Patriots, Lions, Jaguars, Rams. Oh, they hating on the Raiders, but they just won that. And the Vikings, all in the top 10 of the league right now. These are teams that low-key above 500. There are more teams, as you can see, that are a little bit above 500. But you see the remainder of the teams of the league. If you see your favorite team, you see their record and where they at. Every team now below 500. You see that? Teams that I feel from the beginning of the season to where we at now, this is one of the teams that made a turnaround. I'm proud of the Bengals. One of the teams that made a turnaround. I'm trying to peep if any other team that I saw made it that making a turnaround. Okay, they ain't make a major turnaround yet. The Bengals is the only team. Oh, the Ravens and the Bengals. Bengals and the Ravens, Colts, are the only teams, and Dolphins and Buccaneers they stayed at the bottom. So these two teams, I think they're on NFC. So yeah, these two teams might be teams, dog. In the Pro Bowl, we're gonna use their old jerseys. You feel me? If they got Nike jerseys, we're gonna use those. If not, we're gonna use their old jerseys or the oldest jerseys that they got, and just bang it out in the Pro Bowl. You feel me? These two teams here. But that's still in the works. As like I told you, they still could get W's. Still could get W's. I saw the Bengals. There was 0-5. Where the Bengals at, bro? Bengals 0-5 or 0-4. because they on a 3-game streak. Bengals is 0-4. No. I think they won I think they won a game early. Then they lost 5 straight. So like I said, Bengals was, I don't remember, bro, but I know Bengals was one of the teams. So-called the Ravens didn't win 1 game, bro. But the way Ravens is on the 3-game streak, bro. You see what I'm trying to say? They could still make a turnaround. It's not about, making it to the playoffs right now. I mean, they still probably could, but it's about if they win all their games right now, definitely for the Buccaneers. But like, this to not be the worst teams, That's all it is. And the Panthers, my favorite team. I wanna see them come up. You know what I mean? And also too, and you see us wherever we at, but we trying to strive, but I don't know if we gonna make it, but we trying to strive for the playoffs, bro. You feel me? But like I'm trying to say is like, anytime anybody trying to play me in Madden, we playing. I'm gonna tell you we playing the Panthers game, and I'm gonna help the Panthers out, bro. I'm gonna play with the Panthers and hopefully we get a dub. We could play a whole bunch of teams during that, schedule. Week 11. If I ever play with anybody, I don't think I'm playing anybody week 11. But if I ever do play with anybody, I'm helping out the Panthers, bro. I'm not gonna play with the Panthers against no computer. That's not what I'm gonna do. Only time I'm playing with any of these teams is when I'm playing against somebody. You feel me? But the Steelers in the division looking to take it out. But like I was saying, bro, last year it was a top division. 3 teams, Ravens, Bengals, Steelers was top teams. But the Browns are making a turnaround as well. You know what I mean? So this is a tough division again. Don't know who's going to make it, but as often, the Steelers going to make it to the playoffs as the division leaders. If it's not confirmed yet, but they could make it. Titans, of course, I believe the Titans are going to be division leaders. It's not yet confirmed, but they're going to be division leaders in my mind because they only have Jaguars and Texans in the hunt. And I don't know if they played each other twice already, but these 2 teams have to come out on top against the Titans. They're the only 2 teams. The Colts is cool, but I don't think the Colts could beat the Titans. It's only the Jaguars and Texas could possibly beat the Titans, bro. Only teams. And Jaguars, look at the points for. The points for 303, 304. Yeah, I believe the Jaguars could do it. The Jaguars could beat the Titans, bro. And then you see the East, our side, Patriots. He topping that. He beat us. I know y'all ain't see our second Patriots game, but he beat us that second Patriots game. Our first Patriots game, y'all saw we won in a short, but And then the Bills and Jets and Dolphins, you see who's there. Y'all know our standings, you know what I mean? And then the West, I watched this Thursday night game last night, I'm trying to, magically get to week 11. Week 12, where actually everything moves smoothly, but, I'm just catching everything. But I watched this thing last night. I really wanted the Broncos win, bro. But the Raiders are too good. They got rid of Amari Cooper. And I feel like they got way better getting rid of him. And the Chargers and another top team division. You know what I mean? Is each team, these 4 teams could make a turnaround, change up the whole standings. But like I could tell you, the Raiders. Hold on. So the Raiders. I don't know if the Chargers went or the Chiefs or Broncos. I think it was just the Raiders. On the East, it was the Patriots. And it was the Colts. I remember this. Damn, that was crazy. The Colts won this. Yeah, I remember that. They had the worst. Their whole division was suck. They had the worst record. And then the Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens was in the hunt. Bengals and Ravens was in the hunt. I mean, in the wild card. And I think it was the Steelers. I don't remember the post stealing, but it was Bengals and Ravens in the wild card. Steelers Colts, Patriots, and Raiders, I think, was divisional teams. On the North, I don't really. Oh yeah, the Packers was the divisional teams of the North. I don't think. Yeah, it was the Packers. Packers was divisional team of the North. Falcons was on the South. Eagles and Cowboys was there. And then that goes for the Rams, and the Cardinals was there. And yeah, I think that was it. You ask me, not too sure, but I think we could have made it, but we didn't. We didn't make it, dog. It's crazy. But I'm just trying to peep. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Packers. Yeah, but like I'm trying to show, Lions, only team right now, is a tough division. They could do it all division, but this division is a tough division in the NFC. Like I said, NFC is tough. You know what I mean? Super Bowl, real life Super Bowl champs, and our Super Bowl champs, they neck to neck. Might be another year with the Cowboys and Eagles in the playoffs. Right now we have the Rams and 49ers. 49ers doing things, bud. Cardinals looking sucky this year. They made it to the playoffs last year, but they didn't go further. That probably forced Larry Fitzgerald to retire. The Seahawks, they was the worst team of the division, but they making a change. Seahawks, 49ers, hey, I would love to see I know this division. We was on this division. Rams gonna take it. Everybody know the Rams gonna take it. But I want the 49ers to come out, man. That's the first team that drafted me, bro. But like that, man. That's it for the standings. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all see where we at. I hope y'all see where everybody at. And you see your favorite team and this and that. So like I was saying, I definitely watched that Raiders-Broncos games, as that's the game where, I said we're actually up to date to week 11 right now. Week 11. Yesterday was Monday. I watched that game Monday. Today is Tuesday. That's where our game is going down today, because I'm having a Madden News Day first. Put out H and everything, and then boom, from there, week 12 we should be done with all our videos of week 11. We should put out all our videos to finish week 11 before week 12 in real life happens. That's the goal. And that's going to happen because everything I'm doing now is every day. But like I said, we watched this game. It was a good game. It really was a good game. I wanted the Broncos to win, but they didn't. Redskins, Falcons going down Monday night. Y'all won't see this game unless we're playing some Thursday night game, or Ronnie's playing some Thursday night game. It's the only time you'll see this game. Dolphins, and this game too, Dolphins and Patriots. Y'all will see this game if or not Ronnie is on it, just because I feel like I'm going to watch it, because it's a Sunday night game, and since I'm going to watch it, I'm going to film it and just put it out there for you guys. Most of the time, like I said, if we're not there, you probably really won't see our game. But just because it's prime time, if Ronnie is not here to play the game, yeah, y'all will see this game. You feel me? And those are the primetime games of week 11. You feel me? But the daylight national TV games, you feel me? We here Sunday. Right now, before we get into this, a couple hours till this game start. Right now, we here peeping. I peeped this already. The Eagles and Giants are gonna be. This is gonna be the game, the national TV game at 1 o'clock. Every other game at 1 o'clock is regular local TV games in their cities respectfully. But if there's teams on the West, normally the West be at 4, they'll be watching this at the 1. You feel me? Or whatever wherever the West time is for this game. That's what's going down with this. So that's the national TV game at 1. That's the game we low key gonna be watching before our game. Every other game is just gonna be, regular games. Yeah, just gonna be regular games. Where I'm at, yeah, the Eagles Giants is I'm in New York, so yeah, the Eagles and Giants is the only game I'll be watching. You feel me? And that's a rivalry game right here. This is a rivalry game. Peep, out of all these games at 1 o'clock, this is a rivalry game. So, peep, this is a game I'm watching and that they broadcasting. At 4 o'clock, they talking about the Bills and Vikings. Our game is local. Talking about the Bills and Vikings. But I feel like the Texans and Titans should be prime time in that 4 o'clock hour. This don't start couple minutes later, same as this, but I'm gonna consider those local. It's gotta be this game or this game, cause they talking about both. But the Bills and Vikings is just two top teams with two good offense, two defense. I mean, I don't really remember what they said, but two good teams. But this is a team in the division, so I might make this rock as that time. But you probably hear about it or see it a little bit in our game. You know what I mean? And you definitely will see 1 o'clock game. You feel me? Eagles and Giants in our game. And you'll definitely see some Raider Broncos in our game. And then that goes all the way to Dolphins game. Same thing. You know what I mean? And that goes to be that. These are the games for the Sunday. We're Sunday today. Monday's tomorrow. I'm ready to get down and jiggy with you guys. I'm not going to show the previous week because I don't think I really know the previous week because I ain't really knowing, stuff from what we've been doing. We just got up to date. So what I'm going to do, I'm showing you guys this list. That means I'm going to show you guys this list the next Madden News Day of who won and who lost. Even though I talked about it in the news day, I'm going to show y'all the stats so y'all can have a clear eye view of it. And like I said, you feel me? For Thursday night, for y'all to see some Redskins, Falcons, Dolphins, Patriots. I mean, y'all going to see that, but see highlights of those games. Week 12, Thursday night football is a whole bunch of those Thanksgiving week. I'm tripping. Thanksgiving week. Oh, snap. Goes out to the Dolphins at 12, and then the Jaguars, Cowboys 4, and then ending off the night is Bears and Buccaneers. Who really put this schedule together? It's crazy. I don't really understand it, the rivalries, but it's just, I guess, it's just for Thanksgiving, bro. Games, I don't think nobody will be watching none of these games, but people that's in their cities, bro. For real. It's hard to tell, bro. I mean, this game is a good game right here. Jaguars, Cowboys. Dolphins, Lions. I don't know. Lions gonna mutt. And Buccaneers, Bears, we already know the Bucks is gonna lose. So, it's kind of like a whatever Thanksgiving day, but Jaguars, Cowboys might be the game that Thursday. So, ain't no game. Yeah, peep. Dolphins and Lions. So, y'all gonna see some Monday Night Football from the previous week. So yeah, that's a good look. That's a good look. But yeah, man. So like that being said, right now, week 11, Sunday football is about to get underway. Called as Madden News Days, like what you would say, Morning America football or something like that, or like pregame show before the football starts. What Madden News Day is, low key. And it also is a special, is also that on those days, and is also after Monday night, special broadcast like Good Morning America football, something like that, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's what it is, you know what I mean? And like that, I'm out. Peace.